Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about creating monthly income with passive investments, right? So there's a lot of different, passive income streams out there. I'm going to talk about four of them today. But, people talk about passive income. What exactly is it? And my definition, it's, making money with putting in very minimal amount of work. Obviously, I think there's more upside in active income, right? If you have a sales job, if you work in tech, if you're a doctor, there's definitely a lot more opportunity with making more money with active income. You get paid by the hour, you get paid by the job, you get paid by the sale. So that's active income, and that's obviously the possibility with that is significantly higher. And then passive income, where are you going to put part of your money after you've paid all your bills to, continually work for you, make you monthly income, make you quarterly income, and make you, annual income by itself. So there's a couple of different investments that I have listed here. The real estate syndication, that's the first one on the list. I know you guys are going to look at that and be like, oh my gosh, 40% yield. Yes, that's actually what I'm getting currently in one of the real estate syndication deals that I'm invested into. Obviously, this number can range though. That's definitely on the high side. But if you're a accredited investor, there's tons of opportunities out there. Whether you want to invest into multifamily, whether you want to invest into apartment deals, um, commercial properties, Airbnb properties, there's a lot of different opportunities out there. This particular syndication deal that I'm invested into, they do all kinds of fix and flips, Airbnbs, all kinds of different types of strategies. So yes, I'm currently earning 40%. The minimum investment into that fund is $25,000. I have more than that, but that's just the minimum. Um, and they pay a biannual payment every 6 months. You can cash out if you need to. The next on the list is Lofty Real Estate. It's actually considered Lofty AI. It's a crypto tokenized way to invest in real estate. I've made some videos in the past talking about it. Pretty much, each property, Lofty purchases property and then puts it up for sale on their platform and sells it to all of their customers in the form of tokens. The minimum investment for that token is $50. So pretty small, pretty small amount of money to get started in there. Definitely go check that out. I'll put a link down below to check out Lofty. Um, then moving on to the next one, the covered call slash tactical ETF DIVO. That's definitely one that I like more than some of the other ones like QYLD and some of the other ones. I just like DIVO because it's more of they don't necessarily write covered calls on all of their shares, so there is some upside potential with that. You're getting a little bit smaller of a yield, but you do get dividends and you do get some share appreciation. But I just wanted to throw one in here for an example. Definitely do your own research before investing into specific, covered call ETFs, though. That's paying a 5% yield at a monthly payout. And then the last one is the S&P 500. This is a pretty standard investment index out there. Pretty small yield though, but this is definitely a great asset class over the long term to grow your wealth. Maybe not necessarily, create an income from it. However, there are different ways that you can, use covered calls to, create weekly and monthly income um, using specifically Spider's S&P version, ticker symbol SPY. Okay, so those are the four investments. What I wanted to do here, just create a illustration of what it's going to take as far as investment wise for each of these to reach your monthly income goal or your financial independence income goal. So $1,000 a month, probably not going to get you there, but that definitely could help you out a lot. I know an extra $1,000 in pretty much anyone's budget per month passively with not doing anything would definitely be very beneficial. So with that, you would have to invest $30,000 into a real estate syndication fund, producing at least 40%. Um, that might be hard to find some that high, but there definitely are some out there in the 10 plus, 15, maybe even 20% cash on cash return. Second one is Lofty. It would take $120,000 at a 10% yield. Lofty's platform, there's all kinds of different properties on there. So some range from, 6% cash on cash, and then some recently have been in the 12% range. So that varies a little bit. I just went ahead with the 10%. Covered call, DIVO, it would take you roughly $235,000. So as you can see, this number is growing a little bit as that yield gets less. And then the famous S&P 500 ETF or mutual fund, almost $800,000 is required to get you that $1,000 monthly income. Now, by all means, you can still get, like, for example, say you invested January 1 of the year, and the stock or the underlying index goes up by 20%. And then you also get the almost 1.5% dividend yield. Theoretically, you could sell at the end of the year, and then you would get a 20%, cash on cash return on your money. This illustration is not including the share appreciation into the overall yield, but that's definitely something that you could also account for. And also, if you're doing like the 4% withdrawal rule, that's something else to consider. All right, let's update these numbers a little bit. Let's go to 2,500. Pretty much it's just gonna be the same thing, just scaled up. So if you wanted $2,500 a month, you're gonna have to invest 75,000 into the syndication, 300,000 into Lofty, and then so on, almost 2 million into the S&P. And lastly, $5,000 a month, $5,000 of passive income, not doing anything. Starting with the S&P 500, you would almost have to invest 3.9 million. The DIVO covered call ETF, almost 1.2 million. Lofty would be 600,000 estimate, and the real estate syndication would be an estimate of 150,000. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show, some different asset classes, stocks, ETFs, and then real estate. Obviously, there's a lot more out there. Crypto is another popular one right now. There's different ways you can create yield in that space. And then also, buying real estate properties, listing them as either long-term rentals or short-term rentals with Airbnb. But yeah, I mean, there's tons of opportunities out there. Turo's another popular one. Purchasing cars and then renting them out. There's just so many different ways that you can, create almost quote unquote passive income from, from your investments. But like I was saying earlier, active income is definitely the way to go. In my opinion, I think you're going to make the most money that you'll ever make in your active income. That's what your focus should be. Increasing your skills to be able to make more money with your time. So then you could have more money to throw it into, these passive income investments mentioned earlier. But all right, I think that's it for this video. Let me know of any other, investments that you guys just realized there was a typo there. Let me know of any other investments that you guys typically invest into for cash flow. Obviously, options is another one, but that's pretty active. I've been wanting to develop maybe like some type of algorithm or some type of automated trading bot that could just sell weekly covered calls and pretty much turn that skill into a passive skill. But I haven't got around to that yet. That's definitely a goal of mine for the next couple of years to get something like that up and running. Just sell way out of the money covered calls or cash secured puts. But to be continued on that. But yeah, and then like I mentioned, this isn't investment advice. I did give one specific ticker and one index, but please use this information for educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, so seek one if you need professional help. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for some more content coming out.